EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he'll be taken down about before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Second and 9 from the 44. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The Broncos at 9-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To throw is Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Gets past one man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Nix rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Nix to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, here's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Nix. Steps away. They'll wind up with yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss, left side, Hampton. Working for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hampton. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Chargers.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. It's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Herbert off of play action. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. In motion right is the tight end. Herbert now. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Quick throw here to Johnston. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Marvin Mims, 82 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Broncos 17. Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert going to change the play here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw. Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix will swing this out to Harvey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it It brings up second down.
2 yards on the
Certainly a
pickup.
nice job
It's
there by the
second
defense
and
rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Nix. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
the 49.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 46, here's second down and 7.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. The 20. Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 45 yards. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Next from the shotgun.
Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Now it's Nix.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Nix.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Hampton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They will run forward with Hampton. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize it.
Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And Johnston sent in motion. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. John Franklin Myers with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Take this up just shy of midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Third and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by John Barron. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
This should be the final piece to the puzzle as Stidham goes down to a knee. Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Denver, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.